First thing I want to state, number one, is that when Jesus was leaving the earth, remember, Jesus was 100% God and 100% man. But when he rose from the dead, he was glorified. In the book of Matthew chapter number 28, we are not seeing a Jesus who is human. We are seeing a Jesus now who is God. A Jesus who has been glorified. Because now he has been resurrected. He has rose and is about to go. And he said to them, he called the 12 and took them to the mountain and began to give them instructions. And part of the instructions that he gave them, he began by saying, of course we see that some worshipped him. Now remember, but others did what? Doubted. Now understand, underline that word. Others worshipped him, but others doubted. Among the same 11 disciples that had remained, at this time Judas had already died. But others doubted. One of them was Thomas. And he was not really sure. But then, as they did that, even though the others doubted, Jesus gave them this instruction. Hear this. He said to them, all power. Somebody say, all power. Now, the other version says, all authority. Now, underline this word. I want you to understand the authority that is in you as a believer. When you are in authority, you can change things. Hello? When you are in authority, you can change things. You are in charge of every situation that is happening in your life. Stop lying and saying the devil is in charge. As long as you have given your life to Jesus and you are a born-again believer, you are in charge of your life. You can speak to things because the Bible says all authority, all power. Watch this. Power is not in stature. Power, you cannot see it with your physical eyes. Authority can never be seen with physical eyes. God has given me a privilege to be in the company of leaders. I've met presidents, prime ministers, cabinet officials, kings, queens. I've met all of them. One day I was with the queen, the wife to King Goodwill Zwelithini. And I can guarantee you that there was nothing extraordinary on her face. You know, we were by her home. So she was not wearing anything to show that she is the queen. Hello, somebody. She was ordinary. And you could not see anything. But can I tell you what? I noticed something. When she was sitting down talking to us, there were people standing. She was sitting down. When it was time for her to stand, I saw everybody stood that was in the house. And as she began to go, the others followed. This week, I was with a lady by the name of Bongingema Zuma. She's a wife of the president. I was with her this week on Tuesday or Tuesday. Something I observed. She is not the president. She's just married to the president. Watch this. When Bongingema came as we were entering the tent, I saw everybody stood up. By the way, she was not dressed smart. She was wearing a tracksuit and sneakers and a t-shirt. Watch this. So why are the people standing? It's because authority is in the color of your skin. Authority is not in your clothes. Authority comes when there is a proclamation of power over your life. When somebody has spoken a proclamation of power, and when somebody has spoken a proclamation of power, you must begin to live it. Somebody say amen. The day they tell you, you are the boss of this company, from that day, you must begin to behave it. Because if you do not behave as a CEO, you will never be in authority. I was telling Gladys yesterday, she was telling me she was sick. And I told her that in my house, I am the voice. No other voice is here. Whether you are sick or not, you are going to the meeting, I'm telling you. She says, I'm sick. I said, I don't know whether she asked me that. I said, but you cannot die. She said, no, but people, they die. I said, if you die, I'll bury you. There's no problem. Authority is in the proclamation. Watch this. But others doubted. Jesus says, all power. Not some power. How much power do you have? All. How much power do you have? He says, all power has been given to you. Meaning that there is authority invested in you. You've got so much potential that you can change any situation. Somebody say, I can change. You are doubting. Somebody say, I can change any situation. When a king speaks, he may have a soft voice, but when the king speaks, his voice carries authority. Listen to this. He says, all authority has been given to me, where? In the heavens. And where? In the earth. And it's the same authority he was giving to them. Jesus. He said, all power has been given in the heavens and where? On the earth. Let me be quick. Let me start by making this one quickly. Let's start with all power has been given where? In the heavens. What is in the heavens? When the Bible says all power has been given in the heavens, it means you've got authority over spiritual things. Life is not only physical. They are things that rule the earth. They are called demonic forces, principalities, rulers, powers in the heavenlies. But the Bible says, all power has been given unto you. So hear me, child of God. You can change things. You can influence things in the spiritual realm. The things that the enemy is holding unto, that belongs to you. You can speak with authority and the devil can surrender. Oh, Jesus. Many years ago, I saw a short policewoman. And a truck was coming. A traffic cop short. The huge truck was coming. I saw this girl without fear of the truck. She ran to the center of the road and she lifted up her hand. The man in the truck had to look like down. When she lifted up the hand, let me tell you something. The truck was a huge truck. coming, making noise. When she did like this, the man who was driving the truck had nothing to do but to begin to brake. And the girl was directing it. Pack. The man did not say, you are too short, I've got a huge truck. But as long as she's in the uniform, listen to me, she's carrying the authority of the government of South Africa. Hear me, child of God. You can stop things that are in the heavenlies. As long as you are a child of God, you can speak to the mountain, be moved, and the mountain can move. Oh yeah. I say as long as you are washed in the blood, you can speak to the demonic forces and say, leave my house, and they can leave. You can declare to the witches and say, let every witch die, and they can die. I come to speak to somebody today. I release power over you. I release power over you. I release power over you. If you believe, shout yes. So, you can influence things in the heavenlies. Some people, they phone me in the night. Man of God, I'm not sleeping. Why are you not sleeping? There are things dancing on my roof. Others, they tell me that when I sleep, there's a woman, fat one. She sits on my belly. Others, they tell me, man of God, me, I'm married to a spiritual husband. There is a man who comes and sleeps with me in my dream. And I cannot be married. Hear me, child of God. There are others that tell me, man of God, my womb is tied. My womb is tied. There is a woman who was telling me not too long ago. She said she doesn't have a pregnancy, but her breasts were giving out milk. Hear me. I told her, I said, you need deliverance. If you are not born again, my friend, demons can kill you. You can go to the grave. I can tell you, don't joke with satanic manipulations. These things are real that we speak about. There are marriages that are breaking today, not because of anything, but because of demonic forces, satanic manipulations. There are people that cannot conceive today, not because they are barren, but because of satanic manipulations. These things are controlled in the spiritual realm, but you've got power to speak into the heavenlies and declare things must change. Hear me today, child of God. All of you have been struggling in your life. I release your breakthroughs. I release your marriage. I release your children. I release your job. I release your promotion. Praise God. Secondly, he says all power has been given in heavens and where? On earth. On earth speaks of physical things. I'll stop there. On earth speaks about physical things. There are some Christians who are only concerned about heavenly things. They only talk about demons in their churches. They only talk about sickness in their churches. They only talk about celestial beings, angels. There is a church in Nigeria. I will not mention the name. It's called Sele something. In that church, everybody sees angels in their church. So they wear white garments. When they walk in the church, everybody sees angels. They wear white. Because your concentration is only on heavenlies. But life is not only spiritual, it's also physical. Life is not just spiritual, it's also what? Physical. You can take authority over physical life. Hello, somebody. You listen to me. For a long time, Christians will never went to school because they are scared of physical things. Pastors never wanted to go to Bible school because they are scared of writing exam. What's this? We've got people who are focusing themselves. There's one young man, he came to my house not too long ago. I told him that in my church, for you to be recognized as a pastor, I must send you to school first. He ran away, he never came back. What's this? You know that there is a physical life. You can take authority over physical things. Do you know you can speak to your body and your body can hear you? For 20-something years now, I've been speaking to my body. You are healed, you are healed, you are healed. I've never slept in the hospital for all the years. Why? Because I speak to it. Immediately you begin to say, I'm dying, I'm dying, I'm dying. You begin to die. Very soon we'll see you in the coffin. But immediately you begin to say, I am alive. I am well. I am blessed. I am prosperous. You will begin to see your life begin to blossom. Are you with me, somebody? You can declare life to physical things. There are houses that are waiting for you. But you must take possessions. For a long time, Christians only believed that they must be the one to rent and everybody else must be a landlord. Muslims do not believe like that. They believe they are in charge. I came to speak to you today. You are in charge. I said you are in charge. I said you are in charge. Every material that belongs to you, you are possessing it. Listen to me and tell you, when we say you matter on earth, it's not a statement. Are you with me, brethren? When we say you matter, do you know what is matter? Somebody who did physics. Tell me, explain to me, what is matter? Come on, somebody. Yes, Gladys, let's hear. You just came from school yesterday. What is matter? Tell me. Anything that occupies what? Space and has got what? Weight. That's why when you go to the hospital, Muna, they check your weight and your height. Do you know that? To make sure that what we are dealing with matters on earth. What we are dealing with does what? Matters on earth. Shake yourself and say, I've got some weight. Heavy duties can never be lifted by light weights. The devil is in trouble. I said heavy duty can never be lifted by light weights. The authority that is inside you is greater than that which is in the devil. The Bible says, greater is he that is in you than the one who is in the world. You are taking your possessions. I said you are taking your possessions. I say you are taking your possessions. I say you are taking your possessions. We are about to pray. I've got one last point. Let me so I can come back. What's this? Hebrews chapter number 12. Hebrews chapter number 12 verse 2. Watch this. Looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God the Father. What's this, my brother, my sister? The Bible says, looking unto Jesus. You want to make it in life? Stay focused. Tell your neighbor and say, stay focused. Don't be a person who changes your eyes. Today you focus on this thing. Tomorrow you focus on that thing. If you want to be a contractor like Brother Meli, remain a contractor and focus in construction. If you want to be a teacher, focus yourself in teaching. If you want to be a politician, focus yourself in being politician or politicking. Then you will understand that in the same area, there is grace for you. Oh yes, if you want to marry Susie, focus on Susie. Young men, you are listening. Not focus your eyes on Susie, your eyes on Jen, your eyes on Monica, your eyes on Juliana, your eyes on Julieta, Focus your eyes. You should ask me how I focused my eyes on Brenda. I focused. Many girls used to pass my eyes. Tall, white, fat, slim. I focused on Brenda. I knew what I wanted. I focused. Focus. Once you focus yourself, you will be a very successful child. Hear me, the Bible says, looking unto Jesus. Things may be hard. Watch this. The fact that water, you can never walk on water, does not mean you can sink. Jesus. The fact that you cannot walk on water does not mean you can sink. The fact that nobody can step his foot there does not mean you cannot walk on water. Jesus called Peter. He was walking on water. And he says, Petros. Petros looked at him and said, Petros, come. Petros started walking. He came out of the boat. Can I tell you what? He never looked on the water. He looked at Jesus. He just stepped out and looked at Jesus and began to walk. Hear me, child of God. In life, you will meet challenges. The same job that you have, it will come also with challenges. But does not mean that you will not triumph over the challenges. The fact that the same marriage you are praying for, you will not meet trouble, Alison. You will still find trouble in marriage. But that does not mean you must divorce. Hear me, child of God. Focus on Jesus. Tell your neighbor and say, focus on Jesus. Yes, the fact that your bank account is zero, I announce to you, you are a millionaire. Focus on Jesus. The fact that you are today renting, you are a landlord, I announce to you, focus on Jesus. Look unto Jesus. Keep your eyes there. People are talking too much. Close the ears. Yeah. Just look unto Jesus. People are insulting you. Close the ears. Look into Jesus. People are saying, hey, you will never prosper. Close your ears. Look unto Jesus. They go to Inyanga for you. Close your ears. Look unto Jesus. They put muti for you. Close your ears. Look unto Jesus. He looked unto Jesus and he began to walk on water. Then Peter forgot. He realized, oh, I am a human being. You know what happened? The power within him left. You know what? He looked down. And when he saw that he's walking on water, do you know what happened? Fear came upon him. Do you know what made him to sink? It's not the water. What made him to sink was fear. When he looked down, the man began to go down. And he said to Jesus, Lord, I am sinking. When he said, Lord, I'm sinking, he lifted up the eyes again. And he looked where? To Jesus. So Jesus says, okay, touch me. So that he changes his focus from down to up again. He says, okay, do what? Touch me. Then when he stretched his hand, he walked on water together with Jesus. Your business will flourish again. Your marriage will flourish again. I say your life will float again. And today I'm saying your life will float again. Rise on your feet as we pray.